Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Let's give people a couple
Hello,
seconds to
hello.
get in. How's it going? Welcome to AuFiCon. We'll get into it once we've allowed people a couple of seconds to get here.
Our second ever time airing the event and the opening ceremony.
Yeah, it's exciting. Hi, so many of you in chat already. Nice.
Friends, indeed. Yeah, glad to see
everybody.
Yeah, glad to see everybody.
I see a lot of familiar names in there. That's nice to see.
Always good. Been a long time coming. We've been waiting for a while, haven't we? I mean, I have.
Welcome those who are returning from last year, and welcome those who are brand new as well.
Yeah. We have so many exciting things planned. So
it should be a great
hope
time.
There's something. Yep.
All right then, let's get into this. So, on your screen right now, you have members of the PBC, the Podcast Book Club. You might know some of us already, but before we begin, let's run down a couple of introductions. I'll start with myself. My name is Cole, and I primarily run show running over at the PBC, which is all the podcasts you listen to with us when we do the book club. I've also been involved in many of the events, such as this one, as you can see. And let's pass this over to who would like to introduce themselves next.
I can go for it. I'm Quills. I'm the little fox there in the middle, and I do honestly a bit of everything in the PBC, but I had a huge hand in helping out or in organizing the AuFiCon and various events that we do, which we will also be explaining throughout the convention. And yeah.
Absolutely. Everybody say thank you, Quills, because if Quills was not here, this event would not be possible at all. Massive, massive hand over to Quills there. Let's go over to next. So what about Niet? Why don't you go ahead?
Hello, hello. I'm Niet. I'm the crab next to Cole over to the right. And I mostly do. Well, what do I do? I'm on the admin team together with Quills. We're mostly doing the overhead. So deciding what events to do where, general scheduling. Quills does most of the specifics for scheduling, God bless her. And decisions about moderation and what sort of direction we want the server to go in. I also do a lot of back-end, so just general technical stuff.
Yes, guys. Thank you to Niet for keeping the server running on a technical level. A lot of magic happens there behind there that I do not understand, so big props to Niet. And finally, let's go over to Tesh.
Hello, I'm Tesh. The primary thing I've been doing lately is getting Coffee Shop Chats back up and running. That's our podcast where we talk to podcast creators, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, other than that, I'm just kind of around. Always happy to answer questions. I'm helping with events sometimes, so yeah, just let me know if you need anything.
Yeah, so that's the team that you're looking at here. Sorry, go ahead, Quills.
Yeah, I was gonna say there are many more mods in the or staff or volunteers in the PBC. They are not on stream right now, but just know there's a lot of manpower happening and a lot of people involved.
Absolutely. We would not be able to do this event if it wasn't for all of the volunteers and the rest of the staff at the PBC. What you're seeing here is a fraction of the team that has come together to make this work. Not to put you on the spot, Quills, but I feel like you might be the best person to answer this question. What is AuFiCon? What are we doing?
AuFiCon, Audio Fiction Convention, is a place, an event to celebrate audio fiction, which I think we all feel that audio fiction often is a very niche media that almost no one really knows something about. There's not really that much, unless you live in the UK, whereas there are some events, but it's on the global scale not that much. So we thought, let's make an online event. So we have panels, we have presentations, we have workshops, we have live shows, we have all sorts of events that all center around audio fiction. And that's basically the gist of it. We stream them all here on Twitch. If you've made it here, then you'll make it on every event that you like. And yeah, enjoy.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let's get into some of the details there on what to expect on this event. Thank you, Quills. First of all, almost immediately after this opening ceremony, on the hour, there's going to be the first panel, which is the co-writers room, where it's going to be about crafting scripts collaboratively. And we also have after that, we have the podcast on air writing workshop. If you'd like details specifically about the timings of these events, you can either head up to auficon.org or you can head into the Discord server where we have a channel dedicated to the schedule with timestamps that are set to your time zone, so you don't have to do any conversions in your head. And then popping over to the next set of events, we've got the podcast on air writing workshop. Would anyone like to quickly just talk about the podcast on air? Because I think that's quite interesting.
Definitely. The podcast on air is a thing we didn't have last year, and we're doing it this year, and we're so excited for it. Essentially, a team of very creative and talented people will be creating a short episode live for you all to witness throughout the convention. We will have 4 streams that are dedicated, well, 5 maybe, depending how much you count. The first one is 2 slots, that's why. So there'll be one writing stream dedicated to writing the episode live. You can watch the writing process happen. Plus, the cool thing is you can also decide what direction the story will go. There will be a poll, so you can help decide what genre is happening, and that will be written on stream and edited on stream. The next will be the voice acting workshop and directing workshop. So we will have some voice actors and we'll have someone directing these voice actors, and they will be recording the lines that were written previously. Then we will also be having the sound design workshop, which will essentially just be using the voices that were voice acted and sound designing them together. So you'll see the entire process from start to finish explained, and yep. It's pretty cool. I really recommend you check those out because there's a lot you can learn from watching someone do something live.
Absolutely. I think that's a brilliant description of what that is as well. I'm really excited for the workshop. And that is something that is going to be happening throughout the whole event, like Quill said. So even if you miss one part of it because you're asleep, because it's midnight or anything in your time zone, there is absolutely going to be another workshop that you can tune into to see how that is happening live. And I'm just so excited. As well, we also have various presentations. Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I was going to segue. We are also going to be uploading all of the streams as captures onto YouTube after the event is over.
Yes.
Absolutely. So yeah, if you do miss anything. All right. So that is not the only exciting thing we have on for this event. However, there are going to be various presentations and workshops and panels with information from very, very interesting and quite famous within our sphere people who know what they're talking about when it comes to podcasting. And it is really, really, really It's a great opportunity to get that sort of expert insight into how podcasting works. For example, after the first podcast on air writing workshop, there's 2 slots there. We're going to have a presentation from Talminia, budgeting for audio drama. Then there's the Englewood After Dark retrospective, where they're going to be looking back on the production of their podcast. And there's a presentation from MJ, Stageless Show Tunes, musicals and contemporary fiction podcasts. Another batch of workshops for the podcast on air as well. G is going to be doing a basics of digital music for everybody, and that is a workshop. So come along and learn how to make music. There's also going to be the modcast with the people that you see here, and also potentially a couple other staff members from the PBC. That's happening tomorrow. And as well as a panel on audio fiction and science fiction, an accessibility presentation for the hard of hearing and deaf podcasts, from transcripts to tools, and as well as a panel on inclusive narratives focusing on disability and queer identity in fiction podcasts. And there's going to be a live show from High Nay, which is really, really fun. There's going to be a panel on sound design. There's also going to be a Woebegone live show. We're spoiled for live shows on this convention. Swords, Sorcery and Sound, Fantasy Audio Fiction, that's another panel. As well as Discussion in Direction, how to get the most from your cast, a presentation that's going to be focusing on directing. As well as, closely followed by, Optimizing RSS feeds to improve new listener experiences is another presentation there. Followed by Voices of Colour, BIPOC representation of fiction podcasts, and audio-visual character depictions in audio-only mediums, as well as the closing ceremony. I know that was a very quick barrage of everything that's happening today, but if you just check out the AuFiCon.org/schedule or head over to the server, you can look into those in more detail. But what I'm trying to say is there is a lot of fun and interesting stuff happening this weekend.
Absolutely. And we recommend to check out as many of them as you possibly can without losing your sleep.
We'll be running for around 48 hours, plus 3 hours actually. And, plus 4 hours. The closing ceremony will also take time. So do make sure to take breaks and pick out the events you want to attend without actually staying online for 48 hours straight.
Yes, not recommended, even though it's really cool. Like Niet said earlier, don't worry about missing anything. It will be uploaded to YouTube later. We've also got some stuff happening in the server as well. Does anyone else want to talk about that?
Absolutely.
Right.
We have... yeah, go ahead, please.
You go. Okay. We have opened the Artist Alley just a little bit before starting the stream, where you can see our wonderful artists in the community and commission some of them for artwork on podcasts.
As well, we have also in the Discord the convention chat, so you will be able to talk anything and everything that has to do with the convention. You can talk to fellow attendees, you can ask any questions, you can clarify things, you can express your excitement for an event you just watched. That is possible in the convention chat, as well as a convention VC. So you can hop on there and talk to fellow attendees. You can watch the stream together if you like. That is open throughout the entire weekend.
Yeah, so there's lots of ways you can get involved in talking to other congoers. So for example, let's say you've just watched a panel and you want to chat about it, feel free to head into our Discord server and chat to other congoers. We have a voice chat and everything for you guys. So that'll be fun.
And if you're new to the server, or if you haven't talked much before, it's a very wonderful community and everybody is super nice. And I really recommend going and saying hi.
Absolutely.
That's right. If you have any questions, just ping the AuFiCon volunteers and they will be there to help you. Also, a reminder, just for everyone, that this is a PG event. The panels will be PG, and we would like you also in the comments in the Twitch chat to keep your language PG, just so everyone's on the same board here.
Yep, the PBC community, it has a wide range of ages, so that's what we're catering to here. We also have a special announcement as well. Would anyone like to announce this very special announcement?
Yeah. Definitely. So we also have someone who was at the convention last year and who joined the PBC around the convention time last year, and joined a lot of the events as well as the modcast, where we had a Kahoot. The Kahoot that we had was about the podcast book club members, and especially about us. So as moderators, it was about us. But this person who had before not really been in the PBC won a question about us, and that person's birthday is today. So we want to have a shout out and a happy birthday to Cherry Mecca, who won the Kahoot last year, but whose birthday is today. Happy
Congratulations.
birthday! Hope you celebrate.
Happy birthday! That's perfect timing. Absolutely perfect timing. Iconic.
It's beautiful.
But yeah, if you couldn't tell by the speed at which I was running through events with you guys, I figured we'd have a lot less time than we do to go through all this with you. So I'd like to invite you all who are listening right now, if you have any questions or anything, you can throw them into the chat and we can have a chat about this before we hop off and let the panelists take the stage.
I'm so excited for everything.
Oh my god. Incredibly excited.
About the Artist Alley and how it works. Of course. So the Artist Alley is set up as a forum in our Discord. And in this forum, there are different posts. Each artist has their own post. We have 5 artists there. And if you just click on one of their posts, you land in their booth or shop, so to speak. We want to mimic the in-person conventions and the booths that are set up there. You can read through the information that the artist has put out. They have uploaded some example images and some text, maybe perhaps some links about how they would like to either be commissioned or how you can buy something from them. And you're very welcome to comment underneath in their booth if you like their art, if you appreciate what they do, if you have a question. You're very welcome to use that to comment and ask and get in contact with them about their art and maybe commissioning them. I hope that answers your question.
Nate Does Things Live is wondering, what panels are you guys looking forward to the most? I know I'm really looking forward to the live shows. Those seem like they're going to be a lot of fun this year.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I know. I think I'm looking forward to the workshop a lot. I think that's going to be a hoot.
Yes, the workshop is something new. It's something we've wanted to do for way over a year now. So seeing it come to fruition is really, I guess I'll use a Tumblrism, whelming, even though that's not actually how the word is used.
And there's obviously so many cool other events. I mean, all of them are great.
Good morning,
I'm particularly interested. Can I give a little answer?
Of course.
I was going to say I'm particularly interested in the science fiction panel myself, just because I love science fiction. So that's something I'm going to be trying my best to be at. But yeah, next question.
Right. Good morning, Evildoers asks, how does it feel to be awesome? Thank you, but I consider myself perfectly average at best. And also the real question, did you all use a template to plan this event, or did you all just figure it out like bosses?
That's a big question. So this is our second time around, obviously. So there's some lessons learned along the way. The first time, it was all just, it was just figuring it out along the way. Some planning ahead, but also some whatever comes our way, we will have to deal with it in that moment. Then around this summertime, I wrote up a template for the entire event. That at that time I hoped encompassed everything we needed to know, everything we had to do, and everything that was just any side notes, any what to tick on forms, like into the smallest details. Naturally, as this time came around, not everything was followed on that template. So we did still change a little bit, but for this time we did have a template to follow around, and then whatever came our way, we still had to obviously deal with it.
We did mostly set everything up from scratch last year, and that was a very overwhelming affair. And there has been a little bit of budging this year as well, but we're slowly solidifying the process for next year.
Yeah, yes. I'd say the main thing about events like these is that if you just get a group of people who are very determined to make a thing happen, the thing happens. And that's essentially what the process is, if you simplify it.
Having somebody as great with spreadsheets as Quills makes it a lot easier, I would imagine.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
We all try our best out here. No, it's really great when you have a team. When you have a team that you can just like throw something at them, be like, "Hey, I need this done by like tomorrow. Can you do this?" And they do. That's just fantastic. That's just how this event came to be. To be honest, just the team that we had and the people, even the smallest kind of tasks. If you could just have people hand over tasks, have people take care of things, have people oversee different processes, and just knowing that you can trust that will happen. That's how this event came to be.
And also, if you are interested in events like these and would like to get involved, this isn't the only event that the PBC runs. We have other events that we do as well. And if that kind of sounds like your kind of thing, you want to know more about that, you want to get involved with something like that, we do have staff applications that you can check out if this is something that would interest you.
You can go to podcast-bookclub.com and check out our website. The staff application form should be there, if I'm not mistaken. Did we move it, Quills? Is it still there?
No, it's right there.
Wonderful. Yes, the mod application form should still be there, and we're always welcome to see new people in.
And the website is put into chat if you want to go click on it. Oh, click on Moth's website, Kalmudada. Click on that one. That's the one. And that makes me realize I probably... Yeah. But is there any more questions that came in? Yeah, I know the link doesn't work. I am on it. I just realized the same thing.
All good. The website's not going anywhere.
It will work in just a moment.
But yeah, unless anyone has any last-minute questions they'd like to ask or anything they're interested about, If anything occurs to you later where you're like, ooh, I'm not sure about this, or I'd like to know more about this, you can ping the AuFiCon volunteers role in the server, and one of the many lovely people who have helped out with this event will get back to you and let you know what's up. We do have another question. What inspired you all to get into the creative field in the first place? Well, I saw that Finch was making a podcast book club on Tumblr, and I said, I that sounds like something I'd like to do. And then I turned up and I became a mod, and then suddenly this all happened, and that about sums up that. Inspiration-wise, I guess Finch's Tumblr posts are pretty inspiring in that sense. What about you guys, though? On a more serious note, I have a background in TV and film, so that's probably what had got me interested in podcasting and things like that. It's like adjacent. What about the rest of you guys, though?
Well, for me, in general, what got me into creative field is I've always liked reading and listening to stories, and obviously audio drama came into that at some point, and creating things. And then what got me into this field is the same. I just saw the Tumblr post and I thought that looks like something I have to join. I love audio drama and I love talking about it. And suddenly, kind of like Cole, just a little bit later, this is where I ended up.
Shout out to Finch's Tumblr.
Honestly.
That one post changing lives, honestly. What about you, Tesh?
Well, I got involved with the book club. I was working on a video essay about audio drama about a year ago, well, probably a year and a half ago. And I reached out to Finch to talk about the PBC. And I was like, oh, wow, this is super, super cool. And I joined and I submitted a mod application. I didn't expect it to go anywhere. And now I'm here. It's pretty great. But with regards to the creative space and stuff, I have, my mom's an English teacher, so I grew up reading a bunch of books, so I just really enjoy stories and reading and writing and all those things. And I eventually got into audio drama, and it's such an interesting storytelling medium that I've just kind of stuck around, and it's pretty great.
Yeah, that's so nice. And yeah, what about you?
Well, as for joining the audio drama sphere in general, and becoming a moderator, I got there through Finch's post as well. Well, actually, it was Boombox Fuckboys post on Tumblr that then I later traced down to Finch. And I've been there since mostly the beginning. I wouldn't really call what I'm doing here creative. I am also mostly doing not necessarily organization, but just admin, I suppose. But audio drama has really helped me at a time where I just needed a hobby, and that's really all that it was. I was looking for a hobby, I found that place, and I joined.
That is really sweet. But yeah, we're gonna have to call it here, as we have very important con things to be doing. I hope you all really enjoy the convention and get involved as you can, time zones willing. Does anyone have any final comments they'd like to say to everybody listening right now?
Well, good luck, everyone, and hip hip hooray to all of the volunteers who are making this possible.
Yes, absolutely. And also have fun, have a blast. And if you want to post about their favorite events, if you want to post about what you've seen, what you've done, what you're excited for, we will reblog. So please do.
Yeah. Have fun, everybody. And see ya in the server. Goodbye.